guys, we're back. I wanted to do a quick video today and talk about how to do how to make an improvised rocket stove. This is not something that you can carry with you. We're going to be using some pretty heavy gear. This is something to use in like a permanent camp maybe, or a fishing spot, or a place you're going to visit over and over again, the homestead. And it has advantages. It only takes a little bit of wood to make to boil water in a jet stove. And you can use it over again for cooking, for boiling water, anything you might need. It's great in a power outage. There's ways to do this at camp too, that you can do it like in the ground. There's also ways where you can make improvised ones that you can carry with you. But for today we're going to work on a stationary one that's more in like a permanent camp. Alright, what you'll need is a couple of basic ingredients. You'll need 3 cinder blocks. Alright, 1 or 2 bricks. Our bricks are a little long, so we got 2 so we can prop one against the other. And 2 pavers, which should be about the same, roughly the same length as the cinder blocks. We went to Home Depot and got this today. I think the total of it was about $7 for all of this. So it can be made pretty cheap. It lasts a long time, and it can be used for cooking over and over again in a very efficient way, using only a little bit of fuel, like scraps of wood, twigs you might have in your backyard. All right. So we're going to get to the setup of this, which is very basic. All right. We'll key you in a minute. All right. So the first thing we did, we have one cinder block laying on its side, so the holes are facing like parallel to the ground. All right. Then we take the other and we're going to stand it on end. All right. So we want this little hollowed out section here to be flat as possible, given the ground against the first cinder block. Okay, this is the beginning of our tower structure here. Then we're going to use our pavers. We're going to put one paver on this side. Okay, to kind of this is going to kind of help us out with our airflow here. Another paver is going to go on this side to close it in. What we need the brick for is to section it off like this. This brick is a little too high, so we could chip it. But instead, I think what we're going to do is we're going to use this brick to kind of balance it out and make it kind of even, flush with the top, as flush as we can with the top of the first paver there. And once we get that in action, we should be ready to move. Now we're going to lay this other one on top, right here, and again make that flush. That's about right. Okay. And then we're going to take the final cinder block and we're going to lay this on top. Okay, we're going to lay this down so the holes are up and down, and this is going to be our chimney here, and also the place where we do the bulk of our cooking. All right, so take a minute, try and flush everything together as much as possible. All right, I think we're going to be in business. All right, so that's the rough construction of the stove. Not pretty to look at, but it does work. So we're going to take a minute and get our combustion material ready. We're going to get rocking and rolling. All right, see you back in a minute. All right, so we're back. We got our stove all set up. All right, and we got a little bundle of shavings here. We're going to light a fire and get her started. All right, that's the plan anyway. A little flint and steel. Go. Got a little fire going. We're going to feed this in through the bottom here. We get it all the way back to the back. If you put the camera down top, you can see we got a good flame going there. All right, we're going to feed our shavings in. Allow them to catch. And then we'll just start feeding our small kindling in. You see we're getting a good draft of flame out of there because it's sucking air through this bottom hole, feeding it out through the top. That elbow shape is really the reason why the stove works. Alright, so we're going to start feeding some kindling in there, and while we're doing that, I'm just going to put a pot of water on here for boiling. Alright, you could put a grate on here too if you want, but this is just a quick sort of demo. Alright, so we're going to leave that on there, and I'm going to feed some sticks in here, and we're going to let her go. Alright, so we're back. We did add one addition. We put this little grate on here, just a piece of an old barbecue grill, just to kind of keep so we can centralize the pot directly over the flame. But as you can see, very little smoke, very fuel efficient. Full rolling boil here. Alright, so the jet stove does work. Great addition to a permanent camp or a homestead or a backyard for doing any type of outdoor cooking and stuff like that. Alright, so easy to build, cheap to make, great addition. We'll play around with a couple of different renditions of this as we move into the future. Alright, thanks for checking in. We'll be back soon.